Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here. As you can see, starting a new career, and most of you will know, the most who can actually understand my videos properly. I got the update video on the featured channel, so if you haven't checked that out, go check it out now. Unfortunately, my portable hard drive broke and basically lost everything on that, and also not being able to record also, so I had to borrow one for maybe a couple weeks or so before I get another one. And I'm going to be doing a Southampton career, just one career, and this is the sort of career I like doing, so I think this will be a really good one for me. And I took a break from career mode, and suddenly I'm just really enjoy playing it now, so should be getting a lot of videos out. And Southampton, that's the kind of challenge I want, a Premier League team that really is expected to get relegated, but in the game, my expectation is to come mid-table. And I think they got it wrong, EA, a bit. I also started one with Tottenham. That didn't go well. I was going to go with that one, but some bad results, so I just went with Southampton, where I don't expect to do good. So if I don't do too good, it doesn't really matter, just as long as I don't get relegated, I guess. But like I said, Tottenham, I was expected to come first, win the league, and expected to get the final of the cup as well. That's a bit over expectations. I think they may be forgetting Man City and Manchester United are still in the league, but yeah, they don't have that right, in my opinion. I'm not sure why they would expect Tottenham to win the league and also Southampton to come mid-table in the first season in the Premier League. But just move on from that, and hopefully I can come there. Come there, and I'm getting good results pretty much. So I may come around there, or even better, you just got to wait and see for that. And as you'll probably know, Southampton only have around 8 million, so I won't have so much money to buy a lot of players. So most of the players at the team I will be using, but there is some older players. You know, Ricky Lambert. There's one thing I was deciding to try and sell him, but then I thought a lot of people who are Southampton fans, they'll be watching this and they would not want me to sell him, so I'll just keep him regardless if he declines or not, because then I'll just keep getting these bad comments from people and I don't want that. But I'll keep him at the team for that. And he actually does pretty good, but like I said, you have to wait and see for that. But also, like I was saying, we don't have so much money, so I'm just looking to bring in one more attacking midfield sort of player, and also a younger striker for the future to replace Lambert. And yeah, you're going to see the team in a second, so I'll explain that. But they do have a lot of good young players already that I enjoy. Like, I like the players they have at the team, especially the fullbacks. They got Nathaniel Klein at right back, and then they have the left back, 16-year-old. I can't think of his name right now. It's going to come to my head, or I'll show you when Luke Shaw. A very good player. He's been upgraded every couple weeks. Now he's up to 69 overall for only a 16-year-old. That is really good, and I expect him to grow at least into the 80s, if not the high 80s. So like I was saying, Southampton is pretty much the perfect team for me, because any other team, at least a team that's not expected to get relegated in real life, I would be expecting to come top 4 in the first season, and I don't really want that. I expected that with Newcastle, when Newcastle's pretty much a mid-table team, if that, as you see the evidence from this season. And to be honest, my first season of my career, I always never do good, but when I can build my team with the players I want around the team, then I start to do better. So a lower team like this, a relegation threatening team, they're perfect for me always to be. But Southampton, they've got some really good players. As you can see, Gaston Ramirez. And as you know, they have the pacey striker, 21 years old, Mayuka. So pretty much I'll look to play defensive and then just bring Mayuka on like the 70th minute, then try and get a result late and try and win it there. So I'll play really defensive, play for the draw, try and keep it like 0-0 until like late in the game, then try and win it with Mayuka, who's a really pacey striker, as you can see. And he's only like very young as well, 21, so he has a lot of improving to do, and his pace even improves more, so that's really scary. And he's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, very solid player overall. And I will look to sign another pacey player. That I start Rodriguez and Lambert, and then I bring on the 2 pacey strikers. If you watch my Newcastle, that's sort of what I did with sort of players like Jerry Mbakoglu. That's what I sort of done, and people sort of accuse me just using the pace to win. But if you think about it, pace is a really important aspect in real life for attacking players. When players use the wingers, that's what wingers have to have, pace. The best wingers in the world have pace, so you can't really say you're only signing players with pace. As an attacking player, you need pace down the wings. So yeah, if you watch real life, the most dominated players in the world, they're fast. Theo Walcott, Bale, Messi, Ronaldo, they all have heaps of pace. But I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on the structure of my team here, the formation. It's 4-1-2-1-2, but instead of having the left mids and right mids, they come in as right centre mids and left centre mids. And then you can basically have 3 central midfielders, one of them as the defensive midfielder, obviously. but then you have the attacking midfielder who really makes that 4 in central midfield, and it just makes so much. You really will dominate possession with that. You have more players in midfield than your opposition, and the great thing about this formation, you have the fullbacks. They actually have the pace to make runs, but you also need fullbacks with high attacking work rate at least, so they have the basically work rate to do that. And it's because like the other formation, they don't have sort of the right mids and left mids basically in their way pretty much. So when they have them there, they don't really run up, but now they do. And sort of, this is a really attacking formation when they do that, because on occasions when I lose the ball, there's only the 2 central defenders back, but when I'm attacking, I have like those 5 players in midfield, and not including the strikers, just those midfield players, so I can really dominate the midfield if I wanted to, just keep the ball, and that's what I will look to do, just keep passing it around until I find an option. Don't forget, playing on world class with Southampton, it is going to be hard to get results. But now I'll move on to sort of the players I'm going to try and let go from the team that I don't think will make a difference. I want players that can win matches or save matches for us. We've got heaps of players loaned out that I wasn't aware of. And yeah, even the goalkeeping situation as well. Both of our good goalkeepers are over 30. And we got a younger goalkeeper, Gazaniga. He's only 65 overall, but I'm going to try and send him out on loan while I have these 2 older goalkeepers. Hopefully, they can do the job for this season, but obviously they are going to decline. So then I'll bring in Gazaniga. Hopefully improves at the team he'll go on loan to, and he can be the starting goalkeeper for next season. And I sort of had to go this career differently because, as you know, with the limited funds, I couldn't go for a good scout, and the good scout was there. We had a 4-star, 5-star scout, but I couldn't get him because he cost I could have got him, but then I would only have about 1 million left to buy players, and then I couldn't sign the guy I wanted to sign in the team, attacking midfielder that you'll see in the coming episodes, like I said. And you'll probably think that's a mistake by me if I did that. Like you said, I'll spend all the money on the scout, then people wouldn't think that's a good idea. And obviously I didn't do that because I knew it wasn't a good idea, because I wouldn't be able to bring in good talent to the team. And really, we can only sign a couple players, as you'll see, but we've got, if you see the total players here, 40 out of 42. So we have actually got a big squad, and a lot of the players on loan, like the mid-age players, like around 20, 24, or 24, 25, 26, that kind of age, I'm going to try and transfer list them. So a lot of players on loan this season that were out on loan already when I started their career, I'm going to try and transfer list them. As you can see, like those guys like Barnard and whoever else there, like Billy Sharp, I'm going to try and get rid of them. Forte as well. A lot of strikers that I won't need, so they're going to be transfer listed next season. And next season, where I'll probably make more transfers into the next season, and this season I'll be just really making 1 pretty much, or maybe 2. You just got to wait and see for that. But the squad, I won't be changing too much. I won't be bringing too much to the team, but it really is hard. Also, I actually will be using loans, because, you know, we don't have the money, so I'll be using loans to get in pretty quality players. But I will be playing this career heaps over the weekend, so I probably will get into the second season. So with the limited funds, as you know we have, I would like it if you could leave some suggestions for the second season, what players are available at the second season, something like that, that you notice. As you know, some players you can't sign them in the first season because they just joined. Leave some suggestions for players that are available and at a reasonable price as well, because, you know, we don't have too much funds. So yeah, I'll appreciate it if you could leave some suggestions, at least under 5 million or 10 million max, because, you know, we have 9 million right now, and all of that transfer budget will be pretty much spent on 1 player. And then I'll sign another cheap, and then some loan players. So leave suggestions that I can sign for pretty much cheap. Obviously, I know some already because I'm experienced with career mode, but I want to see what kind of players people want me to sign. So leave your suggestions, and I'll try and sign players that you want to see in Southampton to go to the team. And hopefully, my sort of goal is, like, in 5 seasons to qualify for Champions League. First season, just consolidate in the league, come mid-table like we're expected. Then maybe second season, maybe sort of push for a top 8 sort of position, maybe have a good cup run or try and qualify for Europa League. And then third season, that's when I really want to qualify for a Europa League for sure. If not Champions League, but I think it will be a bit out of our reach. Then in that 4th season, I would want to win the Europa League because I'm in it, and then try and qualify for the Champions League following season. And yeah, and then going into the 4th and 5th season, that's when I really want to come into a really super team, which I think that's a realistic goal for me. Try and win the Premier League and Champions League also. So thanks for watching. Like I said, leave some suggestions for new signings to Southampton, and hopefully the fans of Southampton will really be happy with the performances I put out, players I sign, and that kind of thing. As you can see, goalkeepers there. Leave a like if you will like this series, and I'll see you guys next time for more videos in this series.